to the Play Properly channel. I've been kind of waiting to kind of do this video for a while. I've been trying to see if I can replicate it in 2.0. I've had a lot of requests for me to kind of do this video because it just kind of highlights one of my kind of unique list building skills. So let's just go into it. This is actually still a 1.0 list, so this list is a little bit old. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to do it, but I call this my Scum Wingman. And basically it was my 2 G1A starfighters and a Y-Wing list, and I actually did very well. Took me a while to kind of get used to this list. I think my first 6 times I used it I lost straight, and then all of a sudden I figured it out, clicked in, and I started coming in second in tournaments, and didn't quite win a tournament, but I was kind of second and third, and just really giving some people, I was beating meta lists, and people were really surprised by this list. So let's kind of go through it. So basically, I built this list mainly out of one card. It was actually Wingman. Started Common Fez, remove 1 stress token from another friendly ship of Rage 1. And this is the reason why I haven't been able to remake this list in 2.0. They kind of given this ability to some other pilot. I wish they kind of made it again as a skill, but basically I built around this wing card Wingman. So basically what I wanted to do with Wingman is I kind of wanted to use it with a ship that had a lot of red. So the G1A starfighter, look at all that red there. Look at all that red. You can do, so basically fly those guys into pattern. You'd basically, with the Wingman, remove your stress. So you can do like back-to-back K turns 4 and 3. You can do back-to-back 1 sharp turns. You can do back-to-back. It may just open up the whole dial for them. I also made certain I had advanced sensors on here. So basically, before I reveal my dial, that allowed me to get 1 action in. And then I also combined it with Outlaw Tech. After executing red maneuver, you may assign 1 focus token to your ship. So what happened is that these 2 starfighters would be double tokened up all the time. So I'd be doing red maneuvers. I'd do and depending on what I want to do. So if I wanted to be offensive at the time, I would do a target lock, and then I get my focus from the Outlaw Tech, which made my attacks, my three attack dice very potent. Or if I wanted to play a little bit defensive, then I did an evade. I would do an evade with my focus token, which made my ships very tanky. So depending on kind of what I wanted to do, then of course I had Cavell with the twin laser turret, Predator for the rerolls, unhinged astromix or be able to go fast, and basically that just, twin laser turret of course back in 1.0 was a major issue. And usually what I did is I used Cavell for bait. I usually put him right in the middle of the board. I started my 2G1 starfighters in on the left or the right, depending on kind of where debris was and all that stuff. I kind of wanted to be able to kind of come in with my 3 red. So I kind of wanted to surprise my opponents because they weren't used to G1A starfighters with this kind of setup. So surprise was kind of really good for me. And I found out with the times that I lost, I was basically looking too hard to do the res. So I was doing too many K turns to start off with, doing them in the wrong spot, and just put myself in bad positions. So when I kind of calmed myself down and kind of formed a strategy, we're using Cavell as kind of bait. I'll fly Cavell to fly behind my G1 starfighters, and I would come in with them with the 3 bank usually to kind of start the engagement. Then from there I can do the K turns or whatever I wanted to do. But of course, you were looking to do basically red maneuvers almost every single time. So, but if I didn't have to, I didn't have the rule. If it was going to put me in a position not to use a red turn, I wouldn't do it. But in here, you're almost kind of looking for the red turn. So you got up for this list. What kind of changed it for me from winning from losing is not forcing myself to have to do the red every single time, and not doing it too early to start. And then I use Cavell as bait. Basically, most people went for Cavell because they didn't like the twin laser turret. And if they didn't go for Cavell, if they kind of went for my 2 gain Findsman here, well, they were kind of tanky. They had 4 hull, 4 shields, and then with an evade token and with a focus token, with 1 defense dice, I was at least getting away with 1 or 2 hits. And I was surviving shots even from harpoon torpedoes and stuff like that. I was surviving those shots. Had inertia dampeners in there too. One thing about inertia dampeners was that it was a white 0 maneuver, not a red, so that wouldn't give me the outlaw tech. But I would use that to my advantage. But yeah, so this is kind of a list. I used a 1.0. If you still play 1.0, you can probably still use this list. It was a really good list for me. Like I said, I was beating meta lists. I was coming in second, and I was really surprised people with this list. So I kind of became famous just out of this one list in my local meta area for it, because nobody was flying G1A starfighters, and here I was flying 2 of them and doing very well. I'm still looking forward. Hopefully in the future I will be able to recreate this list, but again, without Wingman being a thing, it's going to be really hard to do. But yeah, so this is Larry at the Play Property channel. We'll go through some more lists. I don't think I'm going to go through too many 1.0 lists, but if this one does well, maybe I will do some more of my 1.0 unique list I did. But this is my most famous one. So, okay, so remember to play properly.